also with the
While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Pottsville State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Pottsville State Farm Insurance, with offices in
digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Happy fall from your Chevy team dealer, Beck Motor Company in Pierre. October in central South Dakota means, yep, you got it, hunting season. We have a great selection of pre-owned trucks and SUVs to get you out into the field. And for October only, take home a $50 Runnings gift card to help you out with your hunting supplies. See all our inventory at beck-motors.com, 605-224-5912.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial. There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams.
The Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. That's where we are. We just heard from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. They sponsor our broadcast booth. We're on the and you'll be able to maybe see the scores, the scoreboard up above our match as well. Up above the floor in our match, if you Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Thanks to all men and women and first responders for doing what they do, including those of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. Let's take a look at South Dakota High School volleyball in Class AA as another weekend upon us, or another weekend pass, another week ahead. Here is it begins tonight. Action last week, by the way, had the Pierre Governors in that 5-set win, dropping the first 2 sets, but coming back and taking care of business in the third and the fourth, and a tight fought 5th set, 18-16 the win over the Huron Tigers at Rigside Gym. Harrisburg, last match for them also was last Tuesday night. They took on Western Christian of Iowa, were beaten in 3 straight, 25-21, 25-21, 25-17. As me personally, I just continue to marvel at the quality of volleyball that keeps coming out of that Northwest Iowa, even at a smaller Class A level. But Harrisburg beaten by Western Christian, who, by the way, has also beaten O'Gorman. It gives you an idea of just how good that team is. Other matches tonight, other than Pierre at Harrisburg, as we look at the schedule ahead, Huron is at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Sioux Falls Washington heads up to Brookings, while Mitchell goes to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Watertown will host conference. The set standings coming into tonight, Washington is still the number 1 power-rated team in the overall seed point stand. They're the 3 seed. Harrisburg coming in the number 4 at 12-3, and Pierre the number 5 seed, 11-3. So you've got number 4 against number 5 going at it here tonight. That would be a first-round state tournament matchup if everything would play out through a SODAC 16 play-in round as well. Sioux Falls Lincoln checks in at number 6 at 14-7. Rapid City Stevens 15-7 is the 7 seed. Huron, after their loss last Tuesday at Pierre, drops to 14-6. They would be the 8th seed right now. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is 9 at 10-8. Watertown 12-8 in the 10 spot. Aberdeen Central is 9-9, followed by Douglas, Mitchell, Brookings, Brandon Valley, and Spearfish in the top 16. Yankton is at number 17. They're the next opponent for the Governors after tonight. That'll be at home at Riggs High Gym on Thursday night. Yankton is 3-13. Rapid City Central and Sturgis also on the outside looking in. Gave you the schedule for tonight. Mentioned Thursday night, Yankton goes to Pierre. Our next broadcast here on River 92.7. Harrisburg, meanwhile, will head up to Aberdeen to go against the Golden Eagles. Sioux Falls Jefferson goes to Huron. Brookings will play at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Also, Washington goes action up in the weekend, but just Thursday night matches for both Pierre and Harrisburg. Next Tuesday, the Governors will get a rematch with Huron. They'll go to the Huron Arena, and we'll have that one for you. Harrisburg will play at Class A's top-ranked Sioux Falls Christian 1 week from tonight as well. So some good volleyball coming up for both of these teams on the way. Let's take let's go a 2-minute timeout. We've got starting lineups a little bit later on, but it'll be time for talks with the coaches. Keys to Success brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. After this 2-minute break, you're listening to Pierre Governor.
Built within your budget and done on time, Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
You have a lot of expenses to juggle as a business owner. Worrying about health insurance for your employees shouldn't be one. Avera Health Plans could save your business up to 30% on health insurance costs without compromising your employees' benefits. You get access to a large network of providers and specialists, as well as 20. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hey DQ fans, we're so excited about October's Blizzard of the Month that we just had to tell you. Meet the new Snickers Brownie Blizzard Treat. Made with Snickers pieces, chewy brownie pieces, and caramel topping. Blended into at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Time for the Keys to Success. Tiffany Stoser, the Governor, head coach after a full week off, but a really exciting last match that you played at home, that 5-set win over Huron. And, it's a match where it's good to have a week off because you'd like to take some time to celebrate a big win like that. Down 2, you come back and take them in 5 and extra points in the
season. Finally, what I've seen that they're capable of all year. I think that they recognize that they can do those things. So I think it was a moment of growth for them, and I think we'll turn a corner here.
To me, it all boils down to not really what happened in games 1. Long way. Huron, that is, in the state tournament, and I think you're finding that you also can, take another step or 2 past where you were last year.
Sure, absolutely. I think we're comfortable. This year we're comfortable saying, oh, we play a top 5 team. Well, we're going to bring our game, but never question ourselves. And that's a little bit different than last year. Last year we were young, we felt lucky to get those wins. This year is more of an expectation that we're going to take sets, we're going to battle, plan on going 5, do what it takes to get through. But this year we're more confident, and I can really tell.
All right, maybe a tougher test on the road here at Harrisburg, another team that is just really flying high so far. Only 3 losses, and they're all the quality teams, with Western Christian being their last one. What do you know about Harrisburg this year? They seem to be a little bit younger, but maybe a little bit better than last year.
Yeah, they've got a lot of weapons. You know, they've got girls that can hit all over the floor. They all play in club volleyball, and I think a lot of their success is from playing in that level, that caliber. You know, they played against each other, tough teams all summer long, all off season long, and so they get quite a bit of that drill in, and then they come in this season ready to go, and they're playing at the highest level. So they're athletic, but you know, sometimes with young girls comes a little bit of hesitation, comes a little bit of frustration, and so I'm hoping our veteran girls are going to top that tonight.
So I think if you're going to get the upper hand on a team like this, you really got to start you got to make plays up front, whether that be on the offense, so to speak.
Yeah, you know, we want to frustrate them. We're going to have two people on, have our blocks on, you know. We know that they're coming at a fast pace, but we've played teams that have come at a fast pace. The difference with Harrisburg is that they're not just heavy outside. They've got some other hitters that can swing the ball. So they'll be ready to go from all angles, and we've got to be ready on defense.
And again, younger players sometimes don't know how good they can be, and they just go up there and do their job, and maybe they'll find out they can. They learn how to do their job to the best of their ability.
And it works out well for them sometimes. I like where our seniors are at. You know, they'll do just about anything to win right now, and so I'm comfortable with where their mentality is. Okay, so coming off of that 5-set win against Huron, what has this week of practice been like in preparing for literally just this match? We watched a lot of film. What's kind of fun is the girls got to, sort of make their own game plan. We watched film, we identified things as a group, they took notes on it, we come up with it. But we worked a lot on defense, a lot on blocking, a lot on how we're going to cover different areas of the floor, and then we just got more confident in our swing. Spent a lot of time finding different areas of the court that we think will be open against Harrisburg and working on our swings. All right, any other things of specific focus that you're after? For 3 straight sets, which is probably the longest that we've kept up that mentality, and so we can do that tonight. I think that it's going to be a battle. All right, Coach, can't wait. Good luck tonight, right? Thanks, Brian. That is Tiffany Stoser, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments, keys to success in our broadcast, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll step aside and hear from them. And we're back with Ronette Costain, the veteran head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. Keys to success will continue. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Central here, and I'm accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128.
And we continue with keys to success, and Ronette Costain, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. Coach, your last match, you last Tuesday played against this Western Christian team from Iowa. Christian fits as well, and I mean, we feel like we've got some pretty good volleyball in South Dakota, but they got you guys in 3 sets, and I guess that's kind of another good opportunity for you to know.
21, 21, and 17, but we just could not finish. We'd had a lead on them in the second set, should have finished out, and we stall in a couple of our rotations, and that's costing us.
And so, I mean, what is it about? It's not just Western Christian. There's tournaments that they seem to play all the time, and they're just so much good volleyball, and maybe that's bleeding over into the Metro now, but it's amazing that small Class A schools like that have the tradition that they have.
They do, and visiting with their coach, they came up to our camp. That's kind of where we got to meet them and introduce myself to their coach, and we became friends with them back when we in tournaments. They don't have the same restrictions that we do as far as the amount that they can go to, and they just play. They play a ton. I bet this summer I think I saw them go to 5-6 different tournaments to play together. So they're very seasoned before they're getting to playing our teams in South Dakota.
All right, so another good test for your girls, but I tell you, the way you're playing this season, coming off, last time you saw up here, you guys playing the 7th place match, and I think both teams may be poised to go a little bit further than that, hopefully, this season, but 12-3, you got things rolling once again.
We do. It's a fun little group to play, or to see. You'll see tonight that we can run a high-power offense. We've got kids that can play in the back row. we just have a lot of really skilled kids who love to play the game.
With Pierre coming in tonight, a couple of good matches last year, and they've got a lot of people.
Keep down on our unforced errors. Sometimes we beat ourselves on the court.
Is that because of the youth, or are you still kind of looking for chemistry in the seniors versus maybe the freshmen and some underclassmen that you have?
Well, we've been talking a lot. I think we're trying to overdo and making it a little bit fancier game than what it needs to be at sometimes. We need to just get back to basics and hit the ball instead of trying to run so many different routes at unopportune times.
The challenges that Pierre will face, you'll face with Pierre tonight. What are you looking at this one?
Got to shut down their outside hitters. They've got tall blockers, so we've got to get around that block, move the ball around, and we just got to serve solid.
With serve receive, obviously, kind of setting things up, and is that where some of the unforced errors are coming from, or what are the other issues that you're facing?
We're just getting stuck in I'll just leave it at a certain rotation. We'll let you figure out which one. But we kind of stall out. We just we get to that point, and then it's like the game's half over, and we relax a little bit too much, where we got to step on the gas a little bit and terminate a couple balls and rotate.
You can definitely see then. I imagine with the youth that you have, and I'm sure you've had some matches where you see a major change and maybe their confidence boosting, and
it's a game of highs and lows and momentum, and if you can maintain that even keel even when you're not playing well, but right now we tend to internalize, so we've been talking about really talking it out and keeping that momentum high so that when you do go low, you don't dip below the border.
And when you have matches like 5 sets against Washington that you had recently, and those matches can last a long, long time. It's not just a 45-minute or an hour. You're going 2.5 hours, and you got to stay mental the whole way too.
We've been doing a lot of, because that's what we're finding is we're not going a lot of 4 or 5 set matches this year, and we don't want to get to that time where we have playoff time and we have to go 5 and we're gassed.
Absolutely. All right, other keys to success against the Governors tonight.
Hit the ball.
Hit the ball.
Yep, pretty simple.
And keep it off the floor.
Yep, keep it. Great advice. Right?
In a nutshell. Okay, yep. Coach, always a pleasure. Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
There she is, Ronette Costain, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. Her coach's comments and keys to success also sponsored by the folks at Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We'll pause for 2 minutes, and the starting lineups coming up next. Starters from Envirotech on the way. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastормroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting it. Connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Limited one trade per deal. Minimum purchase $10,000. See dealer for details.
Do you love watching high year? Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Brian Oakland here with starting lineups, and the starters are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. We'll start with the Governors, run through them quickly. Of course, defensive specialist Laney Rinke, the 5'5 junior in the back row, along with the setters, Elise Christofferson at 5'7 and a junior, and Lily Sanchez at 5'9 and a senior who wants to get up and hit on the right side, the 6-foot senior for the Governors, who will also bring in people like Danny Beck and Michaela Sherwood, who played big in the blocking game in that win over Huron a week ago. Campbell Boddicker will have to play big, coming in off the bench, a 5'10 junior as well as an outside hitter. Remington Price, the 5'7 senior, your libero for the 11-3 and fifth power-rated Pierre Governors, head coached by Tiffany Stoser, assisted by Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, who did not make the trip. Hopefully you're doing all right and listening along and watching this one. Coach Byerly back in town, and Taylor McLennan as well. Starting lineups for the Governors, sponsored by Envirotech in Pierre. Here are the Envirotech starters for the Harrisburg Tigers as well. At setter is Kaylee Hybertson, a 5'11 freshman. We'll call her a freshman phenom. She's a good one coming up, but just representation of the youth that Harrisburg has on this team, who also includes Carolyn Leach, a 5'9 sophomore hitter up front. Kaylin Snoozy, a 5'10 sophomore on the outside. There are two seniors in the front line, a 5'7 senior middle hitter, Sierra Stiff, and really the one to watch, Morrison Samuels, a 6'1 senior right side specialist for the Tigers. Zachariason, Leach, Stiff, Hybertson, Snoozy, and Samuels are the starting rotation. They'll have a libero and 5'7 sophomore Maggie Meister. So the Tigers will employ one freshman, three sophomores, and two seniors in their starting rotation and at the libero spot as well. So they've been playing well, obviously. They're 12-3. They're the fourth-rated team in the power rankings. Head coach is Ronette Costain, assisted by Kay Delores, Chelsea Murphy, Alyssa Chambers, and Becky Smith. Those are the starting lineups, sponsored by Envirotech in Pierre. As our pregame clock has run out, just wondering how to play this one. Let's hear from Envirotech, and we have another starting lineup to give to you. Don't know if they'll go right into the national anthem or not. Here's the other starting lineup, by the way. The South Dakota Attorney General's Office Consumer Protection Division sponsors our Law on the Court, and that is our game officials for tonight. We thank them for doing what is oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports, as looks like they'll have senior night festivities. Our game officials tonight at the net will be Lori Creer and Julie Ortman. And then at the corners, the line judges will be Cassidy Ayotte and Belinda Miller. Our game officials, the Law on the Court, Lori Creer, Julie Ortman, Cassidy Ayotte, and Belinda Miller. Let's hear from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection, and Envirotech as well, and we're back in 1 minute with more. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Car scams are more common now, largely due to the low inventory of vehicles. This is your Attorney General, Mark Bargo, saying that while we may take this type of purchase for granted, don't rush into it for fear of losing out on that vehicle. Stay vigilant and do your homework before you make the purchase. If you're purchasing a used vehicle, know who you're dealing with, know what you're signing, and be sure you get a copy of the signed agreement at the time of purchase. Be wary of look-alike or sound-alike car dealer websites. If you have questions, contact my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Back in Harrisburg, senior night festivities continue. Starting lineups on the floor, and our national anthem are still to come. Here's a look at other things that are going on. Once again, the schedule of games in Class AA tonight, including Pierre and Harrisburg, also among other ESD teams in action, but all interconference matchups, having Huron playing at Sioux Falls Roosevelt, Brookings hosting Sioux Falls Washington, and Mitchell goes to Sioux Falls Jefferson. Watertown also hosting Sioux Falls Lincoln. Douglas out west goes to Rapid City Stevens. Spearfish playing at Bellefouche. Upcoming action for Harrisburg takes them to Aberdeen Central on Thursday. Meanwhile, the Governors will host the Yankton Gazelles, and that'll be our next Governor broadcast here on River 92.7. 6:30 the pregame, and 7 o'clock the first serve B. The Governors hosting T area. Both teams are 7-0. Both teams are on that collision course, maybe for another meeting in the Dakota Dome, but this one kind of a big one. Number number 1 seed is up for grabs, and you'd think that the number 1 probably a better route to the state championship through the postseason rather than having to play a 2 versus 3 matchup. So a big game for the Governors coming up on Friday nights, and of course we'll have that one for you 6:25 of the pregame and 7 o'clock with the first pitch. Out back here at Harrisburg at the high school gym, their stadium hosting a big event too. The number 1 ranked and top seeded Harrisburg Tigers soccer team, girls, hosting number 4 Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Meanwhile, Sioux Falls Lincoln will be hosting Aberdeen Central, a pair of 7 o'clock games tonight. Boys soccer semifinals have number 16, the upstart Brandon Valley, playing at number 4 Sioux Falls Lincoln. That actually started at 4 o'clock at Howard Wood Field. Number 2 O'Gorman is hosting the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, the 6th seed. That game started at 5 o'clock. We'll pass along updates as we can when we get those a little bit later on, as the soccer semis are winding down. State championships actually will be in T on Saturday for the winners of those games, as well as the Class A boys and girls matchups too. Now we'll pause for our national anthem here. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, it'll be go time. Pierre and Harrisburg. It's number 5 at number 4 power rating wise, and we're looking forward to a good one. Come on back. Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance Life Mutual Standard of Ohio.
Buying Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Tackle your questions about purchasing your home with someone that has a passion for success. Hi, I'm Sean Lewis, Mortgage Loan Officer with American Bank and Trust. Whether you are buying, building, or refinancing, I will help coach you through every step of your American dream. I will keep you informed through the entire buying process and help you find the best product for your home goals. Send me an email.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Michael Tweet was one of the most versatile athletes that ever wore a Pierre Governor uniform. On the football field, Tweet earned All-State honors 3 consecutive years, but the basketball court was Tweet's love. A 2-time first-team All-State selection, he also was a finalist for the Mr. Basketball Award his senior year. And don't forget, he was a 2-time state high jump champion as well. Michael Tweet, truly one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Yesway proudly supports the Pierre Governors. Go Govs! After the game, Yesway.com. Yesway, say yes to convenience.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting.
Here, be safe, drive smart.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers. PC, any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
We're back in Harrisburg hearing from Comtech, and they will sponsor the first serve of tonight's match. The Comtech folks, the communication and electronic service experts in Pierre. First serve of each of our sets as we are about to kick this one off. Pierre and Harrisburg, 2 teams that met in the state tournament in the 7th place match a year ago, actually in the regular season match in Pierre, much like Pierre's win over Huron the other night. Last week, Pierre was able to defeat Harrisburg in 5 sets, and that was a fun match to say the least in the regular season, although in the 7th place match, the Governors I think were a little bit defeated mentally, and that contributed to what Coach Tiffany Stoser told us last week in the post-game of the Huron match. Kind of was an embarrassing match against the Huron Tigers in that 7th place match out in Rapid City. Tonight, the Governors hoping for bigger and better things again. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Brian Oakland along with Caleb Brozick here in Harrisburg doing the video streaming. Heather Williams running audio production back in studio. Liberos will sub in here. Maggie Meister, a real good one for Harrisburg, a sophomore, coming in to play the middle of the back line. Remington Price will do the same for the Governors. And Pierre will serve first. In fact, it will be Price to serve it up. Our Comtech opening serve. Governors are in road black on black with the Governor green numbers, and Remy Price wearing the white jersey with the green letters in trim. She'll serve far court to near or left to right as we watch this one. Harrisburg is in maroon with the gold numbers and trim, and an ace right off the bat for Remy Price. As that was Gabby Zachariasen who backed off, waiting for Meister to take the initial pass, but miscommunication right off the bat, uncharacteristic for Harrisburg, and the Governors strike first. Price comes again with Meister playing this one up. Hybertson with a good pass this time, and it's Zachariasen waiting to do what she loves to do, and that is hammer them home. That's exactly what she does. So Harrisburg gets their first point, and we've got a 1-1 start. Serving first for the Tigers is Sierra Stiff. Governors will set it up to Reese Terwilliger, but dug out of the back row, and they'll set it up to Morrison Samuels outside right through the block. And Price will keep it off the floor. Now down the line, Kaiser. Avery Kaiser was defended. Samuels had the first hit. Harrisburg free balls it back. Here's Sanchez. Smash in the middle by Avery Kaiser. Good pass, good setup, good everything on that trip into system for the Governors, and they'll take a 2-1 lead. Just underway, of course, every serve resulting in a point. Harrisburg student body seems to have pajama pant night going on right down below us. Here's Lily Sanchez coming up the near sideline. Zachariasen will play it up. Harrisburg will send it to the back row from Kara Leach. Here's Kaiser with another shot, but Meister is there through a fingertip block. Samuels takes another swing. Pierre just brought the net down, but will play on. I believe that was Pierre. Here's Price from the back row. If it was, obviously they get a break. Now Zachariasen down the line again. Boy, freshman Gabby Zachariasen, a 5'11" front row hitter. Hots for Price early on, but nothing but side out since. Price just gets under the serve this time from Samuels. Samuels will get it back in a back row attack, but the Govs unable to make a play on this one. First touch from Pierre, and on the cross-court try. Reese Terwilliger was not really able to get a good play up on that one. Samuels will get her first kill, and Harrisburg their first lead at 3-2. Laney Rinke plays this one up. Kaiser is defended out on the right. Tigers now 16 serving 17. And our first rotation complete is Remy Price, who started this one in serve. Put this one in play. Here's Sanchez with a left-handed hook. Off the net, gets back to it as it was returned. Now Kaiser through the block and out of bounds at the scorer's table. Good job by Sanchez to keep that play alive. Her hook shot was returned right back to her, and instead of trying to put it back home, she got the Governors in system with a little set pass to Christofferson, who set up Avery Kaiser. And a hot shot down for the Governors. We're tied again, 17-17. Price played up by Meester this time, outside right. Good shot, Morrison Samuels. You can see what Harrisburg is certainly capable of. Samuels is all-state caliber, a 6'1" senior. Meester will check out as the rotation for Harrisburg brings Carolyn Leach in back up front. Here we'll play up the next serve, trailing by one, and they'll tie this one up again as Christofferson sets up Lily Sanchez out on the right side. 18-18 our score. And right away, Maggie Meester back into the back row at libero for Sierra Stiff. Sanchez serves. Snoozy plays it up to Hybertson, and this one a miss for Leach in the middle. That one did not clear the net, and it'll be a Governor point as we trade leads again. 19 serving 18. Sanchez away to Meester, up to Hybertson, bump pass nicely left for Morrison Samuels. Zachariasen had the hot start for Harrisburg, but now Samuels has taken the team lead at 5-4 for the kill department. So the Governors settle for two in serve that time, and it's 19 serving 19. On the way to 25, you got to win by two, of course. Here's Kaiser from the right side, blocked and dug in. Now Reese Terwilliger will deny Zacharias, and this one down in fair play on the near sideline. Reese Terwilliger with the defensive effort. The Governors hit 20 first. Sometimes that can be a magic number. Of course, this one is so nip and tuck, you just don't know. 20 serving 19. Avery Kaiser sends it in our direction. Here's Zachariasen with a hot shot through the Sherwood block, and good for another kill. Harrisburg with 13 kills. Zachariasen and Samuels each with 5 in this first game. Ashlyn Miller will check in again to serve as Zachariasen is out. Miller, the sophomore. What's a good line drive across here? Kaiser got low. There's Reese Terwilliger. We're just trying to keep up with the action. It was Kaiser to Sanchez. Back set outside to Reese Terwilliger. Reese with a good angle through the block and out of bounds to the Tiger bench side. Out again. Back to Pierre. 21 serving 20. The Governors in road black. Terwilliger serves, and the pass a little too close to the net. A good job by Kaylee Hybertson, who actually got the left-handed hook this time through both Danny Beck and Michaela Sherwood, and they just were a little too far apart. And Hybertson bails out the serve return that time for her second kill as a setter. 21-21. Too much on the set this time, an error for the Governors. Christofferson overshot Campbell Boddicker, and Pierre will take a timeout here. 6 hitting errors for the Governors, but a good set going. It's 22-21, Harrisburg Tigers serving out of this 30-second Coca-Cola timeout. Get another Coke. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Graham Tire of Pierre.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Timeout, and a misplay by the Governors turns into an ace. Meester with a 2-point lead, 23-21. Price adjusts, gets a set return. Smash for Boddicker, but that's blocked or dug out, and then the Tigers will get it set up outside. And Morrison Samuels with another kill, and suddenly Harrisburg, with a few in a row, has turned out a 24-21 set point lead, and one more ace. Maggie Meister, as that one just died right at the feet of Avery Kaiser. So Harrisburg scores the last 5 of the set, and they will take game number 1 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, thanks to a couple of aces from Maggie Meister, that is. Scoreboard on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's Harrisburg 25 and the Governors 21, thanks to Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Pierre Governor Volleyball brought to you on your official voice of the Governors by your Pierre Sports marketing partners, who include the folks of All Around Graphics in Pierre, American Bank and Trust, Midco, Maher Law Office, and Floss Dentistry, also First Dakota National Bank, Comtech, Delta Dental, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Capital City Campus, and Anderson Rumsa Dental in Pierre, your Pierre Sports marketing partner.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smokin' fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online. Now's your
Service Master
online. Now's your
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're in the need...
Kaiser with 3, Lily Sanchez with 3, but it was Gabby Zachariasen and Morrison Samuels with 11 of the 16 for the Harrisburg Tigers to lead the way. Harrisburg will serve first here in game number 2. First serves brought to you by Comtech in Pierre. And Harrisburg had 4 aces compared to 2 for the Govs in game number 1. So the Govs will try to even this one in game 2. Comtech first serve put in play by Kaylin Snoozy. The Governors set up to Avery Kaiser. Blocked right back. She'll set up again. Two-hand shove back to Snoozy, who runs it down. Now is Zachariasen. Past the block, dug out, and Pierre in the net trying to deny the return. The dig by Rinke came back to the net. Zachariasen hammers it home. We'll give her a kill, even though technically that's a net call for the Governors. As the first point goes to Harrisburg this time around. Now Sanchez, the one-hand redirect. Nothing doing there. Zachariasen again through the block. And it's good. Gabby Zachariasen's got a swinging motion that when she gets up to hammer, basically her form says, you better get out of the way because this one's coming. And coming hot. Samuels pushes one out. The Governors set it up. Kaiser with Meester digging it up into the air. Now Zachariasen again on the run, but there's Remy Price. Price will get it right back. She'll take a swing from the back row. Couldn't get an awful lot on it. Now it's Meister setting it up, and this one, a back row attack. An illegal touch. I think that one came down out of bounds anyway. A hitting error for Harrisburg. And it'll be 2-1 Tigers. Governors with their first serve in the second set. Here comes Remington Price. Left to right, far court to near from the corner that we're in. Zachariasen's got to stay on the floor to return this one. Kaiser plays it up. She'll get it back. Nope, that's a double hit set. And an illegal touch called on Elise Christofferson. So an immediate serve side out back to Harrisburg as Kara Leach checks in up front for the Tigers. Serving with Sierra Stiff. Here's Kaiser. No, that's Terwilliger. Somehow kept alive by Snoozy, who runs it down, but couldn't get the swinging one-hander back across. Good play there. And again, probably have to go with a hitting error for the Tigers, even though that was all set up with a good hot shot from Reese Terwilliger. Here back within 1, 2 serving 3. And Sanchez with a net serve that'll crawl across and die in front of Kaylin Snoozy. First ace of the night for Lily. In a 3-3 tie. Trying to think of the lead changes and the ties in that first game. I think there was about 5 lead changes. And we could have more of that coming up here in game number 2. Sanchez will lead this one for Terwilliger, and Meister reached for it, but that one goes over the top of Snoozy. And then out of bounds backward, Reese Terwilliger. With the ace, or I should say the kill. Sanchez serves again. Governors have their first lead of the second set. There's Samuels, kept alive by Kaiser, and then Terwilliger. Can Rinke get it across? No. Good play up front and reflex from Avery Kaiser and Reese Terwilliger. Lainey Rinke just didn't have enough time to get enough on that one, though, to get the return. And it's a point to the Tigers after 3 in a row from Pierre. Kaiser plays up the serve from Morrison Samuels this time around. Terwilliger with a palm shot across, and that one with the topspin will come down in front of Maggie Meister. Probably expected a harder hit than that, didn't get it. And the Governors with side out in a 5-4 lead. Campbell Boddicker in up front. She was held scoreless in that first set. See if the Govs can get her going here in game number 2. Although Zachariason's still swinging. Left side up front for the Tigers. Here's Kaiser with the return from the back row. Meister digs it out. Zachariason wants it again, but misses this time. That's wide to the left and out of bounds. Point to the Governors, and Kaiser will serve it again. 6-4. Left to right. Up and away. Samuels from the back row. Pulled off on that one. Here's Boddicker through the block. Got it back, wants to get it home. Nothing doing. Snoozy will dig it out. Now Samuels from the back row, and there's Michaela Sherwood. An ace block up front for the 6'2 junior. Sherwood's first block of the night. Danny Beck had 3. Terwilliger with 1 in the first set. Now the Governors trying to manage the momentum again. Another good return here. A great serve by Kaiser. Bump pass up front. Terwilliger swings, but that's dug out by Samuels. Here comes Zachariason. Price wanted to pull away from it, thought it was going to be long. I think that may have been the case, but just unable to get away from it soon enough. And Zachariason with a kill after 3 in a row again for the Governors. Here comes Terwilliger on the return. Meister does the splits to dig it back across. Terwilliger pulls up short. And Pierre gets a point here. What happened? I was watching a loose ball. These ball handlers on the ends of the court are rolling the ball, and one of them almost got away. I thought that was going to be a problem, but Governors get a side out. They lead 8-5. Tap across from Snoozy. Here we'll set it up again. Kaiser from the back row, and Meister. Nice dig on a dive, but Harrisburg crosses the center line under the net. That'll be another error. And Ronette Costain will take another timeout, her first of game number 2 as the Governors on another run, leading 9-5 second set, but Harrisburg has the first set so far. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Your winning
Your Governors once again showing they can compete with some of these top teams in the state, especially from here in the metro. You got to give the nod to what's going on in the Sioux Falls area. Not just, really all 5 Sioux Falls schools. Very good programs, and make it 6 if you include Sioux Falls Christian in Class A. Harrisburg can be added to the mix. Brandon Valley down this year, but last year was certainly a part of the overall equation. Another block up front, but out of the timeout. The Tigers will set up Kaylin Snoozy, and she'll score her second kill. But here down 3-1 earlier, just went on an 8-2 rally. But Harrisburg back within 3 against 6 serving 9. Obviously a long way to go. Meister, who served very well to close out game number 1. Back in serve here, off of a block. Christofferson leaves it with Sanchez behind her. She'll send it to Boddicker. She can only two-hand push. Now another one here, 1, 2, 3. Good effort by the Governors, but it's Snoozy scoring again for Harrisburg. Now 7 serving 9. And Maggie, it looks like Meister. I'm not sure if they're saying Meister or not. I'll have to keep listening, but here's Boddicker. And another set sent to Campbell Boddicker that's a little bit too wide for her to handle. Hits this one, it actually stays on the Pierce side, so another hitting error for the Governors. And the Tigers back within 1 again. Some unforced errors coming from time to time here for Pierre. Behind the 10-foot line, Kaiser will send it across with authority. From Elise Christofferson, Avery Kaiser with the back row kill. Good shot there out of the reach of the back row for the Tigers, now 10-8. Governors lead by 2, AC will serve. Christofferson back to Meester, up to Hybridson. Snoozy swinging from the right side. That's defended by the Governors. Here's Boddicker, cross-court effort. Might have mishit that one just a bit. Coming right at us, and you can see that one redirect a little more than she may have intended. And it'll miss wide on the near side. Now 10-9. Governors maintaining a lead, but want to get that serve back. Hybridson served it away. Here's Sanchez to palm it back. Meester up. Hybridson sets it across, and Snoozy is denied. And once again, Danny Beck in the area, but Lily Sanchez, I believe, gets there first. Ace block for Sanchez, and it's 11-9 Governors as they'll take another side out right back. Lainey Rinke's turn to serve it from the far end of the floor. Sends this one deep to her left. Meester will play it up to Hybridson. Samuels in the middle, dug up by Remy Price. Now Kaiser on the return, and an equally fine dig by the other libero, Maggie Meester. Now back row attack, dug out by the Governors. Boy, there's some good defense and some good offense going on here. Zachariason miss hits, and the Governors open up the middle back there. I don't think that was intended. Gabby Zachariason with her 4th kill in the set, 9th in the match. Actually, they have her with 10. I have one less kill for Zacharias and one more for Morrison Samuels. For what it's worth, Harrisburg with some people in the same place at the wrong time and unable to make a play here. Point back to the Govs. They still lead 12-10. Price's turn to serve. Here it comes. Left to right across. Meester. Bit of a dive. Back to Zacharias and back in play in a free ball. Governors will try to get in system. And they don't, but it's a good push out. Harrisburg still not in system, but a good angled return. Kaiser's dig back over the net. Now return. Price to Christofferson. Too much on this one, though, from Sanchez. Both teams a little messy. Couldn't get much happening in system on that rally, but Harrisburg will get the Governor error for a rally point. 11 serving 12, hitting the halfway point of game 2. There's another miss by Sanchez as that one hit on the way up. 6 errors for the Govs here in the second game. They had 6 in the first. Harrisburg has 6 in the second after only 3 in the first. Down the right sideline in a 12-12 tie. Serve comes here. Terwilliger tapped, had it come right back, kept it alive, then tapped away by Kaiser. Governors get it back again. Here's Sanchez trying again, but this time it's the Tigers with the block. And Gabby Zachariason with the defensive point. Harrisburg will take a 13-12 lead. The Governors will take timeout number 1 here in game number 2. Coca-Cola break in the action as we continue to go back and forth. Harrisburg on the home court leads by a set and 13-12 in the second. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Every farm is unique.
Back in Harrisburg, Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports sponsors, who include Oahe Federal Credit Union, the Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Ferding Electric, TMA, and Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us bring you Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7. I'm Brian Oakland as out of the Pierre timeout. Harrisburg serves it away. Pierre has to free ball it back. Tigers will try to get in system, but they mistimed the setup. Kaiser and the Governors have an opportunity, but now Avery Kaiser misses. However, it is Harrisburg in the net to bail out. Kaiser and the Govs who will get that point. So Pierre will tie it up at 13-13. Harrisburg had 3 in a row to go up briefly, 13-12. Here we are, 13-13, it's tied. Zachariasen threw a Governor fingertip touch, and that'll come down out of bounds, but another kill for the freshman phenom, Gabby Zachariasen. 14-13, Tigers will take the lead again. Samuels to serve, good line drive from the 6'1" senior across. Played up by Price, and a little trouble, but cleared out by Terwilliger. Now Zachariasen defended. Kaiser from the 10-foot line mistimes the jump. Had to hesitate just a little bit, and you can see the Govs right now, some of the errors they're committing. Yeah, there's unforced errors on both sides, but there's really an awful lot of aggressive misses. I think especially on that Pierce side of the net right now. 15-13 Tigers. Here comes Terwilliger. The block is there for the Tigers. Hybridson tries to keep it alive. Kaiser blocks it and gets it up into the air. Now cleared out by Sanchez. Snoozy to Hybridson on the run. Zachariasen off the net. Pierre with 3 hits, but it's Terwilliger who tried to set it back up into the air, called for the illegal touch. Tough break there for Reese Terwilliger, 16-13. Tigers building a bit of a cushion. They've scored 3 in a row. Samuel serves again. Kaiser will get this one up on the play up. Back to the right side, but a defensive point again. Carolyn Leach and Gabby Zachariasen are there. Ace block that time, 17-13. Tigers lead by 4. Morrison Samuels will bring it again right to left. Line drive, Kaiser ducks away from it. It looked like it was sailing long, but it falls fair inside the back end line. That's an ace for Samuels, her second of the night, and it's 18-13 Governors, or rather Tigers, leading the Govs. Here's Samuels again. Price will get in this one. In the middle back. No system for the Governors, punched out by Sherwood. Here's Leach in the middle. Sherwood blocks, but it's down on the Pierce side, and Carolyn Leach will score her first kill of the night. Pierre needs another timeout. 6 unanswered for the Harrisburg Tigers on their home court. Second and final timeout of game number 2. Tigers have the first set, and they lead the second, 19-13. We're back in 30 seconds in this Coca-Cola timeout on River 92.7.
But all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Another timeout called by the Governors here in the second set. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by Bauman Lumber, Edgewood Healthcare, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs, and Access Health in Fort Pierre. Pierre comes back, though. They'll get in system this time, and Reese Terwilliger with a hot shot through a back row touch. And Twiggy with her 5th kill of the night. Governors just haven't been able to get in system near as much in this second set. In fact, they've only got 3 set assists for the Govs. Second one there for Lily Sanchez. 14-19, a Kaiser serve, free ball back. Kaiser will get it to Sanchez. Now Boddicker pushes it away with 2 hands. Nothing there. Zachariasen will try a tap away from the Pierre block on our left, their right side, but this one will miss out of bounds to the left. Not by much, but Pierre's block effective enough to force Gabby Zachariasen to take a different trajectory there. 15 serving 19. Kaiser placed that one well, gets it back from the back row. Here is Sherwood, but she follows through and grabs the net. That'll be another error here for the Governors. 9 errors in this set for Pierre. That obviously is too many. 20-15, Tigers will serve. Zachariasen played up by Kaiser. Had to go to the floor to get that one. Terwilliger with a big swing. Here's Meister pushing it back on touch number 2. Kaiser will try from the back row. Meister gets it up to Hybertson. Samuels is on the run from the back row. Kaiser gets it up into the air. Price will take a swing from the back row for the Governors, and the Tigers will defend. Samuels with another one. Set dig up from Sanchez. Kaiser on the run, pushes it away. Good volley going, and really nice defensive effort on both sides this time. It's Boddicker to swing. Blocked right back to her. Kaiser punches it back up. Sanchez, free ball, Campfire good. A third touch, and the Tigers were left wondering who was going to take charge on that little tap over from Lily Sanchez. Such a great swinging point on both sides played, and great defense, but it's just a little tapper from Lily Sanchez that gets the last laugh on that one. Terwilliger, though, on the serve, too much. And it's a bit of news when we say that is the first service error on the night for the Governors here, and we're past the halfway point of game number 2. 21-16, though. Tigers have it, leading by 5 with 4 to go to a 2-set lead. Christopherson back in, sets up Boddicker, and Campbell with her biggest opportunity of the night, and that's good. Bump set spike out of the timeout. That's Campbell Boddicker, really her first opportunity to take a well-timed and well-placed swing. Hopefully the Governors can get more of that so that Harrisburg can realize that they've got another weapon on that other side they'll have to defend. But here comes Snoozy on the return, so Harrisburg able to do the same thing and return the serve back to a point. 22-17 now, Tigers lead. Serving is Kaylee Hybertson. Played up by Kaiser. Here's a swing from Boddicker on the right side. It bounces on the net, and Meister crosses the line, trying to keep it off the floor. There's another kill for Campbell Boddicker. Harrisburg blocked that one, but it sat on the net and crawled toward the middle, finally fell over, and Aggie Meister came up to try to dig it up, but did cross the line. Here with the point, 22-18 our score. Samuels, good shot there as she stepped right up at the 10-foot line, gets it down in the back left, and Governors struggling to get service points in this second game. That is only the first kill of this second game for Morrison Samuels. 23-18. Tigers are close. Kaiser will perhaps prolong what Harrisburg hopes to be the inevitable, but Avery Kaiser will score. A set assists from Lily Sanchez. My goodness, it's 23-19 in the second set. 23-19. Absolutely. Price serves it away. Dire situation, though. Harrisburg comes right back, and they get it to Gabby Zachariasen. I think we've had 4 points in a row, it seems, where both teams have just gone bump, set, spike at the return of serve. Harrisburg has set point here, 24-19. Terwilliger punches one away. Harrisburg defense close to the net on the dig, but Pierre able to keep it alive now. Sanchez, second hit, swung away, dug out. Samuels, nothing here. Kaiser takes one to the back row. It's a nice dig there, and again, over the line go the Tigers, and the Governors will get a set or a side out point. Tigers have made 9 errors here as well in the second set. Sanchez serving. Governors have to fight off another set point here. And another one after that. Price digs up the back row attack. Terwilliger, good. Nope, that's Sherwood. Sanchez to Sherwood. And Michaela with her second kill. 6 Governors in the kill column this evening. Harrisburg has 7, in fact. So a lot of good play. There's an ace for Lily Sanchez as the Governors will continue to fight back from what was a 24-19 deficit. 3 set points are fought off. They still need 2 more after this Coca-Cola timeout called by the Harrisburg Tigers. Timeouts from Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Governors fighting off set points here. Game number 2. Harrisburg wants to go up 2 games. The Governors would love to get back even, but they need a couple more points for sure. Right here from Lily Sanchez. Serving out of that timeout. Samuels will try to push one away. No good. That's Lainey Rinke running it down. Here comes Terwilliger. Good. Reese Terwilliger swinging well. 4 set points fought off by the Govs. 24-23 Harrisburg. Pierre needs this one still. Sanchez to the middle back. Snoozy to Hybridson, up to Zachariasen, block, back to the Tigers, they'll keep it off the floor. Meister will bump it up, and Samuels with the swing through the Sherwood block and down. Well, the Governors just about came back and forced a deuce situation, but Harrisburg gets the 1 point they need to keep that from happening, and they'll take game number 2 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Tigers 25, Governors 23. Harrisburg won the first one as well, 25-21. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre as we reach the halfway point of our match. 2 down and hopefully 3 to go for the Governors. Halftime brought to you by Leiden and Associates.
A school year.
To go again. Played up by Price. Christofferson back to Kaiser as this one's got a good downward trajectory. Good. From the back row, Avery Kaiser with her 6th. Elise Christofferson. Meister gets it up to Hybridson on the move. His second touch over. Error for Pierre, and Sanchez gets it back and will score it. Lily Sanchez with kill number 5. Campbell Boddicker will check out, and Lainey Rink down the middle. Zachariasen up to Hybridson, now outside left. Snoozy dug out with a set from Remy Price. Here comes Kaiser down the line, good. Far side, no problem. Avery Kaiser changed the momentum. It was Kaiser, it was Terwilliger, and then it was the defensive blocking that really got things switching in the other direction. 8 serving 9. Tigers get it back out from the back line by Zachariasen. Kaiser again. Palm shot here. Snoozy is there to cover it up. Hybridson to Stiff. Nothing on that one. And Sanchez with another swing. Redirected by Danny Beck on the block back. Now another opportunity. The Governors block and defend. Able to score this one. Another good point played on both sides of the net. Both at the net and in the back row. Rinke's serve had a lot of action on it. Harrisburg gets it in system, but Morrison Samuels misses from the left side long, and now Pierre has taken the lead back. Ten serving 9, 4 unanswered for the Governors. Serving away again is Rinke. Still in the back row, Zachariasen somehow swats one away with a lot of steam on it. Governors get it right. Lily Sanchez now with 6 kills. Kaiser with 8. Well, Snoozy plays it over to Hybridson, wants it back, gets it, but can't put it away. Set return. Kaiser with a good adjustment in midair to keep that one across the net in fair play. Samuels dug up into the rafters. Price takes a swing from the back row. Dug out, and now up front. This will go as Danny Beck blocks this one down. Or did they say Pierre point? No, it drops on the Pierre side. Yes, that will be a Harrisburg point. Sierra Stiff with just her second kill of the night. Pierre ran off 5 straight to take an 11-9 lead. Now the Tigers back in serve. 10 serving 11. This is Snoozy. She's had a good serving night. Some good long service runs. Price plays it up. Kaiser is blocked by Morrison Samuels. Just a third ace block for Harrisburg tonight. The other 2 go to Zachariasen in the second game. 11-11. Another good set. Tight battle between these two teams coming up. Kaiser getting one off the block that nobody's running down this time. And now Avery with 4, her biggest scoring set of the night. 12-11 her score. Here with the lead, Price will serve. On the run, straight up the middle. Meister plays it. Tap from Samuels. Now the redirect. And they're not going to give that one to Kaiser. She had a two-handed, and Harrisburg will get the point. It was a good idea. But Rinke plays this serve up here with Sherwood. Harrisburg ended up in the net. They don't call that, but it's a kill anyway for Lily Sanchez. Oh, now they're saying Pierre is in the net? Oh, this is unfortunate. Kara Leach actually, from my vantage point, brought the net down on that Harrisburg side. It looked like the Governors had the point, but they give it to Harrisburg. So no kill here. For the Governors, it's a 13-12 Tiger lead. Now a swing off the net by Kaiser. Harrisburg will free ball it back. Rinke to Christofferson. There's Terwilliger, and this one is wide. That one was hit off the net, and it just misses on the near side. Another error for the Govs. Tough breaks. Pierre's got to find a way to get back in this one. That'll help. Stiff serves short and into the net. That's only the second service error for Harrisburg tonight. A very good serving match on both sides so far here tonight. 14-13 Tigers as Lily Sanchez will serve. Snoozy gets it up. Off the net, played, and that'll be a violation. Serve return error. To the Tigers, 14-14. You just love this type of action. Neither team has really been able to build a big lead. Harrisburg has had a 6-point lead, and that's in that second set, but Pierre got it back within 2 at the final say. There's a loose ball at the net, though, and Carolyn Leach will get up there and hammer it through. That one was anybody's game. Harrisburg comes up with the point, 15-14 Tigers as they get Morrison Samuels in the back row. Samuels a good front line weapon. She scored from the back row too. This means Gabby Zachariasen is back in up front as well. Looked like Harrisburg may have reached over the net, but here is Sherwood to tap one over and get it down in the middle of the front line anyway. As Michaela Sherwood will score her third kill. Kaiser will serve in a 15-15 tie. Gets that one across. Zachariasen with a hot shot in the middle. Or is that Leach again? That's Kara Leach. So she will score her second of this game, and the Governors are held to a one and done again as we trade side outs. Tigers with Zachariasen on the move, serving. That's short. She mishit that one. Maybe too much finger and not enough palm of the hand. Couple of misses for the Tigers, and it's 16-16. Who wants this one? Governors obviously need it. They're down 2 sets. Mr. Williger serves it across. Leach played it up, got it back. The Governors block, but it won't stay in fair territory. Danny Beck with a good effort. It comes back near side. Kara Leach with her third kill of the night. 17-16, this is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, and K296FI Pierre. Arrive alive. Don't text and drive.
Pierre Governor Volleyball at Harrisburg High School. Tigers with a swing and another Governor block, but this one will ricochet out of bounds the other way. And Caitlin Snoozy with the kill this time. Pierre's defense is there, but just not able to make plays right now as Harrisburg opens up an 18-16 lead.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Dimmick Cheese.
2-0 for the Tigers. They lead Pierre 18-16. Welcome back to Harrisburg. Third set. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Maggie Meister with the serve. Back to Lily Sanchez. Kaiser will swing from the back row. Zachariasen digs it out. Now Snoozy with the tapper up front once again. Pierre up in the air. And well, they counted 4 hits there. Governors had 4 on their side, so a hitting error gives Harrisburg another point. Ronette Costain is going to bring out Morrison Samuels and send in a senior, Alyssa Dirks, a 5'6" defensive specialist. It is senior night, senior recognition night here in Harrisburg. Meister will serve, and the Governors will let it go long. 4 errors in serve for Harrisburg tonight, but 3 of them here in this set. 17 serving 19. Governors got to go. They need this one, and we'll need another one to force a 5th tonight. Down by 2. Christofferson served it away. Here's a touch up front off of the stiff attack, but Governors shove it back. From Sanchez, here's the redirect. Nice play there. Sierra Stiff had the vision. The Governors were coming to the middle where Sierra was staring across, and they were ready to block her attack right back, but Stiff redirects it with the tap back to the scorer's table side and down for the kill. 20-17. Kaiser puts one up into the air here on the return of serve. Sanchez misses long, and the Governors starting to reel a little bit here. Now 21-17. Harrisburg won the first game by 4, won the second set by just 2. Good hard serve there, and it's over but out of bounds on the return by Price. That's an ace for Kaylee Hybertson, her first of the night. T-3 and counting for Harrisburg, and the Governors will have to take one more timeout here. Trying to save this one and move on into a 4th game. They've got 8 points to go to the Tigers' 3, however, in the race to 25. Another Coca-Cola break in the action. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Do or die, so to speak, for the Governors. 22-17. Welcome back to Harrisburg as Kaiser has to play a hard serve from Kaylee Hybertson out of that timeout. Governors free ball and across. Here comes Morrison Samuels back up front, though. Hybertson with a back set. Samuels, who had checked out to get Allie Dirks some senior time on the floor, but Samuels able to put this one home. 3 kills in the set. Morrison with 9 in the match. 23-17 our score. Danny Beck pushes one back. Samuels will swing again. Cross court this time, and that's too much. Too wide as the Governors will get a point and a side out. 23-18 Tigers. Laney Rinke, who had a good service run earlier in this game, back in there to serve off the bench. She'll send one deep. Meister up to Hybertson, and now the swing for Snoozy is too much, so the Tigers will miss 2 in a row. And it's 23-19. What do you know? 23-19! We can't get enough. I'm sorry. We're Pixar fans. It's 23-19. Actually, 19 serving 23. Swing for Samuels. Dug out by Price. And the Governors had a touch up front as well. Free ball back. Samuels will try right side this time. Running the route. Good. And match point is up for Harrisburg as Morrison Samuels heating up at just the right time. 24 serving 19. Harrisburg with 5 match points to play with. This is Snoozy. Price up to Christofferson. Kaiser needs one and gets one. Avery Kaiser's 5th kill of the 3rd set. First match point fought off. The Governors fought off a few set points in the 2nd set. And here comes Price as the Governors will try to get another one here. Snoozy, block. Meester saves it. Snoozy again, rather Zacharias, and that is good in front of Price. And that'll do it as the Harrisburg Tigers finish off the Pierre Governors in straight sets. As it turns out, the Governors play well, but Harrisburg on their home floor just a little bit better. Final score in Game 3 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Harrisburg 25, the Governors 20. And your 3-set sweep scoring for the Tigers on that Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 25-21, 25-23, and 25-20. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. When it gets cold, use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all winter long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We'll pause for 3 minutes and our post-game comes up. Post-game show to be sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg as the Governors fall in straights tonight to the Harrisburg Tigers. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
As a new season is upon us, the Service and Parts Department at Beck Motor Company want to remind you to get your vehicle serviced early to avoid any breakdowns and service-related frustrations. Get up to $100 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 tires, along with 4 oil changes, a $200 value. Take $15 off a light detail, $645 for a spray-in bed liner to protect your investment. See all our specials at beck-motors.com. Call us to schedule at 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back in Harrisburg as the Tigers, well, in the end, play a little bit better than the Governors, but overall a very competitive match. Sometimes a three-set sweep looks like a blowout. I don't know if it really feels that way tonight. It's just that Harrisburg was the team that when things were nip and tuck over the course of each of these three sets, the Tigers were just the team to be able to get momentum going on their side, and they were the team that was able to keep it in the end, and especially get the points that they needed when they counted the most, and that's the team that comes out on top here tonight. As you take a look at it, and the Governors lose eventually by 4, and then 2, and then 5. You're talking about 12 points. Trailing by 12, a 75-63 overall win by Harrisburg, if you want to look at it that way. In volleyball, that's really not all that bad, but you got to give it to the Governor and with block, but some big plays. Decent. Harrisburg will have the advantage. Her were there. Her absence for the Governors got AC with 4 and straight. Tiffany Stowe, Harrisburg got the advantage. Good.
And not that Danny's. That's how it goes. Pointed in the effort at all, a bit more fierce per hour on a ball. If you get up right there,
there are times that I think the error numbers
seems they'd find just play is good enough
and serve, and that's
that?
And think you can get. They think even though you might have more seniors on your squad, maybe you still don't realize how good you can be either.
Yeah, we're playing right where we need to be playing. I think we have some depth. I've got 3 middles now that have proved they can play, and McKenna, Michaela, and Danny. Didn't think that it hurt us having, any subs in. I thought that they did a nice job. They were ready to go. They weren't thrown off. You tell them you're going to start tonight against, one of the best teams in the state. They weren't afraid of that. So, if anything, if we come to play them again, state tournament time, this game might be enough to drive them, and I hope we have another shot.
Well, you got them last year in the regular season on your home floor, and they got you in the state tournament. Yep. Maybe that will turn around a little bit. So you got a match coming up against Yankton, a struggling Yankton squad on a Thursday night, but still an opportunity. If you want to get more fierce, maybe that's an opportunity to get a little more in a rhythm and maybe put some balls away.
Yeah, I think so. We've got 4 weeks to get. I think Campbell and Michaela and Danny and some girls that haven't played a ton of varsity time. Just every game they get a little bit more confidence, and so we still have 5 left, and we want them to be completely confident before postseason because we're going to need them, and they get better each week. I think by November, we're turning our shoulders and blocking the way that they're capable of, and taking some big swings without thinking twice. We could be dangerous.
One more thing about the block, and the block was still there late in this third game, but there were some of them that just got turned the wrong way, and you hit a couple.
I didn't sure they're completely square with the net, and we weren't quite getting some improvement there. And we got 2-6-2 middles.
Coach, good effort tonight. Proud of the effort. We'll see you Thursday night against Yankton. All right, Tiffany Stoster, the Governor head coach, with a straight set sweep at the hands of the Harrisburg Tigers. Indoors player of the game as the Family Dental post game continues after this. This is Governor Volleyball.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Limited one trade per deal. Minimum purchase $10,000. See dealer for details.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. Registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Well, we're back with our Family Dental post game. Time to talk about big plays of the game, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Certainly a lot of lead changes, a lot of fluctuations in momentum. There was probably one spot in there where it definitely turned in Harrisburg's favor, which will be our big play. But let's hear from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, and our big plays are next in the Governor post game.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Big plays from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, and actually there are a couple of them that are big to me, and we're talking about service runs for the Governors. I think Harrisburg just had a few too many points at a time in a couple of junctures early on in the first set. Pierre playing well up to a 15-9 lead, but Harrisburg ran off 8 in a row to take a 17-15 lead. Even though the Govs came back and were leading 21-20, it was anybody's game. Harrisburg scored 5 in a row after that, but that 8-point run in that first set kind of let the Governors know that nothing was going to be easy tonight. And there was a similar run in the second game too, a 13-13 tie opened up by the Tigers with 6 unanswered points to take a 19-13 lead. Pierre trailed by 5 at 24-19. Did have 4 battles fending off set points, but Harrisburg was able to win that one 25-23 thanks to the cushion that was created with 6 straight at 19-13. So a couple of points of big plays of the game or of this match provided by the Harrisburg Tigers and brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And with that player of the game, we've got candidates, and we'll give it to the winning side in this one tonight. But for the Governors, still more good play in the blocking up front. Of course, as Coach mentioned, McKenna Schleck away rolling an ankle and may not be available for the Yankton match at least. We'll see how that one goes. But another good swinging night for Avery Kaiser, for Reese Terwilliger, who continues to be impressive every time she puts a hand to the ball. Lily Sanchez as well, and good passing, good blocking. Danny Beck was great blocking in that first game, especially. Some honorable mentions in the loss for the Governors there. Couple of candidates, though, on the Harrisburg side, and we will highlight those. But let's hear from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre, and your CCS Player of the Game coming back after this.
Cowboy Country Stores and Sinclair are fueling the Folds of Honor program at all their locations. Now through October 16th, 1 cent of every gallon sold will be donated to the Folds of Honor program. This provides educational scholarships to children and spouses of our fallen or disabled veterans. Together, we can help fill up the lives of the families that have sacrificed so much to protect our freedom. Fuel up today at Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre, Fort Pierre, Miller, DeSmet, Clear Lake, and Watertown.
Cowboy Country Stores with players of the game, and anytime you've got a good balanced attack, you're looking at a setter like Haley Hybertson, who's been doing this a while, a 5'10 senior. Certainly did a great job here tonight. Certainly pitching in 3 kills and an ace herself. But you're looking also at Morrison Samuels, the senior, with a couple of aces, a block, and 12 kills. But boy, Gabrielle Zachariasen she's going to be tough to stop. 13 kills in this one tonight, had a couple of blocks as well. And I think I'm going that route tonight. The 5'11 freshman, Gabby Zachariasen, is tonight's Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. When she gets up and hits, it just seems like you just don't know where she's going to put it. She can redirect her angles, and she can just shoot one right through your face if you're not ready for it. That is Gabby Zachariasen, tonight's Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. We'll get her a T-shirt noting her accomplishments, helping her team to a 3-set sweep, a very competitive 3-set sweep over the Pierre Governors tonight. Cowboy Country Stores of Pierre and Fort Pierre with players of the game. So coming up, it'll be the Governors hosting Yankton on Thursday night. There's a certain announcer turning 50 on Thursday, so hopefully the Governors will come back with a victory on that particular evening, and that'll be 6:30 with the pregame and 7 o'clock with the first serve. Then the big one, a lot of people have been circling it on the calendar, and why not? 7-0 Pierre Governors on the football field against 7-0 T-Area. Number 1 versus number 2. Lots of eyes will be on it. We hope your eyes are on drgnews.com and our live ticket video streams on Friday night with a 6:25 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff, and that, again, will be on Friday night. The Governors actually have another match at Huron. They'll take on the Tigers with a quick turnaround on that one after their 5-set win over Huron last week. They'll have that one at Huron Tuesday night next week as well. Quick reminder, thank you, Heather Williams, for reminding us that Thursday night's action at Riggs High Gym is Dig Pink Night. So the efforts for breast cancer awareness will come full circle on Thursday night with Dig Pink Night when the Governors host the Yankton Gazelles, and you'll have it. We'll have it here on River 92.7. Also, a couple of other scores to pass along. AA volleyball. Sioux Falls Jefferson sweeps Mitchell tonight. Sioux Falls Lincoln is up 2-1 at Watertown, 16-11, also in the fourth. Washington sweeps Brookings with little trouble tonight, and Huron and Roosevelt playing in Sioux Falls. Huron had a 2-1 lead, but they continue to play in the fourth set there. Stevens hosting Douglas. Belle Fourche playing host to Spearfish out west tonight as well. So hopefully you can join us on Thursday night. Safe travels to everybody, and on behalf of the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, remember to buckle up every trip, every time, and keep your eyes on the road, not on your phone, from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. For Caleb Brozick running camera here for Live Ticket and our live video stream of